give me some value. Can you go over how to start a business? How did you start? Like, help a bitch out.
This just like what the Green Goblin said on the first Spider-Man. They love you when you're the hero, but live long enough and you become the villain. Or something like that. I don't remember exactly how he said it, but basically he was saying they love you today, but they'll hate you tomorrow.
Damn.
Set your alarm, aren't you hungry?
Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jackie Aina. If you're new here, check it. Welcome to Paris. It's Couture Week.
I used to love Jackie Aina. Like, genuinely. She was one of my favorite beauty influencers and lifestyle influencers. But somewhere between the giant engagement ring on her finger that looks like a bug, the luxury hauls, and 10,000 influencer events where she's wearing designer everything, I stopped feeling like she was talking to me. And I'm noticing I'm not alone. So today we're going to have a culture check, and we're going to talk about influencers, relatability, and why some of our favorites are losing us, and they don't even know why.
And to the wrong person, the point that she just made could be misinterpreted as hate. Oh, you're just a hater. Oh, you're just a hater. You're hating on her because she's more successful. People love to see when you at their level, but they don't like to see when you're above their level type shit. Like, yeah, that exists, but I don't think that's the case for every scenario. I think when you looking at a person or you're following an influencer or whatever, and they start doing things that are not relatable, you can sense that. You can feel that. You can feel that, bro. I'm pretty sure she got some good points to make, too.
5, 4, 3, 2.
So before I dive all the way into Jackie Aina, I just want to kind of give a brief overview of the beauty influencer scheme and realm in content creation, right?
And then on top of that, designer everything. Why are we so in a rush to keep making these rich people more rich, bro? Like, when we gonna promote our shit? When we gonna promote some black-owned businesses, bro? We so, I ain't gonna lie. Whenever I get the chance to get to just splurge in some Louis Vuitton, Young Saint Laurent, come on, bro, I'm gonna go crazy, bro. But I'm gonna promote black-owned businesses though when I'm in position to do so. You know what I'm saying?
So I was a part of that era where, I'm at 2014, 2016, I'm looking at all the beauty gurus, makeup tutorials, and buying their products. And that was a thing, right? That was a thing. That was a time to be alive, especially in the beauty world and makeup. That's where I learned to do my makeup, was from Jackie Aina and others. And as time went on, got a little older, TikTok took over that. TikTok was the, newest cool kid on the block, which was a lot of short form content. So what ended up happening was a lot of the beauty influencers ended up shifting their content from long form tutorials to short form tutorials to I think people got over makeup, and so they started to do this lifestyle luxury type of thing. So literally all of them are look at my luxury lifestyle, and I guess sure, because you did your dues, you did your big one back in the day, you made your money, and you should enjoy the fruits of your labor. So Jackie Aina, okay, so let's use Jackie Aina as an example. I was ecstatic to see her really hit the ranks of a lot of the other beauty guru people that had like 14 million followers. I mean, even though she didn't make it that far, I think there were some barriers put in her place, obviously.
What are some of the challenges you faced on your journey?
Being black, okay, let me clarify, being dark skinned.
But I was excited to see that she made it,
Nah, she fine, though.
Being dark skinned.
Both of them fine.
But I was excited to see that she made it, seeing her mansion and seeing her create her candle business and seeing her get married, and just seeing her look good. It's like, oh, from head to toe, you look good. And also, for the Black girl luxury critics, don't come for me. I actually am a fan of, Black girl luxury. I think we do need that type of representation. We need to see that in our social media. But I have to be honest, it's getting a little too much. I'm sorry, it's just getting a little too much. And I will say this for the other people too, for the white girls too. I'm tired of looking at y'all too. I'm tired of looking at you be able to afford a lifestyle that honestly, a lot of us right now and the way things are, we can't afford. And it just gets to a point where it's out of touch.
It's the same thing with rap music, bro. The same thing with hip hop. How many times we gotta hear that you got a double R, Maybach, all the bitches. You can fuck my bitch too. You know what I'm saying? How many times I gotta hear you can fuck my bitch? You know what I'm saying? How many times we gonna hear rolling on your wrist? How many times we gonna hear you balling like insert NBA player or professional athlete? Like, how many times we gonna hear that bullshit, bro? When we gonna hear some other shit, man? You know what I'm saying? Well, we've been sliding on the ops all day. When can we take a break, man? It's the same shit with hip hop. So I guess the same attitude is carried over to short form content as well, with this super luxurious lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? The extremes, like we're always on the extremes. There's never any like nuance. It's always the extreme case scenario.
It's untasteful, and I'm tired of looking at it. And I think a lot of us are, and a lot of us have been saying this to them, and they're just simply not listening. So I took some time to just kind of scroll through her Instagram page and just be like, all right, what have you been up to? And I went on her YouTube channel and I was like, what have you been up to? And I'm a YouTuber. I like YouTube. And I'm like, bitch, you haven't posted a video in 7 months. 7 months. So I guess she's just like abandoned YouTube, but I think she still does like YouTube shorts. But even when I'm looking at her shorts and her reels, what are you giving me? Just you putting on your makeup. You're not even telling me how to put on the makeup. You're not even telling me the products you use unless it is, paid for at that point.
Thank you, Dove, for partnering with me on today's video.
And at that point, I don't even trust it. So these influencers have gotten to a point where they have got so much money. They get paid tons of freaking money from all of these brands that we don't even know whether your opinion is real or not. Like, it's not authentic anymore. Yeah. Back in the day, you guys brought those products yourselves and you showed us and told us what the deal was, and we went out and got it and tried it too. But now everything is an ad, so we don't believe you. I don't believe you. So watching you is just kind of dumb at this point because you're selling me something that someone paid you to sell me. I'm good. And that segues into value. And I think Jackie Aina
hey, she fire though, bruh. And this look like her with no makeup on too, bruh. She fine, dog, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Just kind of missing the mark with her content as far as the value she's giving. I think she still thinks that like luxury lifestyle is in and black girl magic and black girl luxury and you guys want to see this. And I think there is an audience there for sure, but you're not giving value with it because there is a fine point where it's showing, like I said, showing the fruits of your labor versus flaunting. And it's giving flaunting. It is, girl. It's giving flaunting. And I know I sound like a hater, and shit, I might be a hater. But I'm not trying to come from a hating point because I think that's why we watched that content and her content because it is aspirational. It used to be aspirational at least. For example, a lot of her tutorials are her telling a story that happened in her day or something, and she's doing her makeup, which is great. It's like, oh, we get the old Jackie. She's doing her makeup, cool. And you're kind of looking like, oh, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? And honestly, it's just like to the point. It's just so advanced, and I don't even know what products you're using, and you don't even tell me what you're using. You're just talking about yourself and yourself and yourself, putting on your luxury makeup, and then you go to this event and you are dressed in, $2,000 worth of clothes, and all your other friends are dressed in $2,000 worth of clothes. And I'm like, okay, cool, but that's just not my life. And I can see if you were to give me, I don't know, some beauty tips while you were doing your makeup, but you don't do that anymore. Same thing with your business, your candle business. Give me some value. Can you go over how to start a business? How did you start? Like, help a bitch out.
This just like what the Green Goblin said on the first Spider-Man movie. He said, I don't remember exactly how he said it, He was like, they love you when you're the hero, but live long enough and you become the villain. Or something like that. I don't remember exactly how he said it, but basically he was saying, they love you today, but they'll hate you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bruh. Because she lived long enough to become the villain. Right? She was the hero at first, but now she's the villain. You know, relatively speaking to this situation.
You're not giving value anymore.
Basically.
Jesus, my mom, I gotta say no. Jesus, I got 3 years. I was teaching, but the content makes it now. So, if I'm giving you
Damn.
Let's speak that show was actually.
Hey, at least she got a black man. At least she got a black man, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, love who you love. Love who you love. I'm not against love. I'm just saying, bro. I get tired of seeing black men getting bashed by our own women. It's good to see when a black woman embraces and loves a black man. It's just good to see, bro. And not saying it doesn't happen the other way around either. I think all of that behavior is lame. When black men bash black women, that's lame. When black women bash black men, that's lame, bro. You could be whoever you want to be with. You don't have to bash your own people. If you black and you want to be with a white person, don't mean you have to put black people down, bro. So I always support black love, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
That show was actually.
I really want you to look and answer the question of me watching you wake up in the morning, wash your face, do Pilates, have someone come over and braid your hair, cook dinner, and host a $1,000 holiday party for your family. What did I get out of that? Yeah, I'll let you answer. I'll let your management team answer. I'm saying this to help you. I'm literally saying this to help all y'all, okay? And you can say, girl, mind your business in your little small channel. I'm trying to help you all, okay? Because I am a fan, or excuse me, was a fan. I don't like to say the word fan. That sounds, I was a follower. I was a subscriber. And I'm in your age group and age range. And I followed you up to a point and this point, but I have to say nope. And I think a lot of people in my age range and my pocket kind of feel the same way, which is we would love for you to maybe do makeup for our 30-year-old's face, you know, or your mid-30s face. We would love for you to do something about like where you feel at in your life in your 30s. But see, you can't because you've been rich for too long. That's the issue. Unfortunately. So I don't know the answer for that. But I do think that you and your team can come up with great ways to kind of just be relatable again. Even, I know we can't be relatable in lifestyle because we just live 2 different lifestyles, but you got to come up with something. Come up with something. Girl, child. Ultimately, I feel like Jackie Aina is losing her audience. And it's not.
She got to want to, though. She got to want to be relatable. You know what I'm saying?
Because she's become successful, because she's been successful for a while.
Because you could say the same thing about J. Cole, bruh. That's J. Cole's whole thing. Not wanting to be out of touch. You know what I'm saying? Not wanting to be too rich and too successful that he's not relatable, or he loses his passion, or, you know what I'm saying, his ability to rap in a way where people can connect with. That's why you see the pictures of him online riding a bicycle or driving a hoopty when he can definitely afford a double R or a Maybach or any luxurious type of vehicle, bro. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to become that villain.
And we've been with you this entire time. It is just the fact that you are losing your audience because you kind of forgot who we were or who we are now. Just like you are not the same 10 years ago, we are not the same 10 years ago. We are married or getting married. We have kids or are embarking on kids and family. Our lives are very different, as is yours. So you just have to remember that a lot of us, don't live in a $5 million mansion. I don't know how much a house costs. I'm just guessing, right? You know, a lot of us can't take trips to Bora Bora. A lot of us can't go to the store and buy whatever we want to buy because we got other.
And then I be thinking too, like this big nice looking house. This is nice. This big mansion. All of this is nice. But as a man, all right, I could say the only reason a man would get something like this is either for his family or because he wants to make the best impression on women. But if you take away those two factors, as a single man, would you get all of this shit? I'm pretty sure you would get something nice. You know what I'm saying? But if you just by yourself and the only person you gotta impress is yourself, would you get all of this, bro? Hold on.
Right? You know, a lot of us can't.
Like, all of this, who is this for, bro? Imagine having to bring groceries up these stairs every time you go to the store. Like, come on, bro. Or am I still thinking like a broke person? That's why I pay somebody to go get my groceries. Okay, all right, my bad. I ain't think of that.
Take trips to Bora Bora. A lot of us can't go to the store and buy whatever we want to buy because we got other things and priorities, and we just don't live that lifestyle. And we were fine looking at your lifestyle.
But ain't nothing wrong with it, though. Ain't nothing wrong with having all this nice stuff. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying as a man, you know, because, you know, she wanted all of this stuff. But he probably would have been fine with something still nice, but not all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
And feeling aspirational about it and just giving you claps and being like, AK, cool. But when you're not giving value with it, you're not giving, you know, recommendations, tips, tricks, you're being paid off and bought off by all these brands. Just, you lost the plot at that point.
Bruh, you made it this far into the video and you haven't hit the like button yet.
Damn.
Oh yeah, subscribe.
What's up with all that Instagram shit?
I'm glad you asked. Follow me on Instagram.
There ain't too hungry in this bitch.
Hi, welcome to my Montana home. Jordan and I just walked into the mountain home that we are renting for this week. It is my 35th birthday week, and my family's flying from Florida. I'm meeting us here. They're gonna be here like an hour. And the second we walked in, we haven't even seen the whole place yet. I was like, pull out the phone. I have to do a tour. I cannot believe how beautiful this place is. I am like fighting. I feel like I am like trying to run through mud to connect.
I ain't gonna lie, she looked like she would get irritating to look at after a while.
With my followers at this point.
Now, please believe this is not just a Jackie Aina problem. This is across all beauty OG influencers. Now, there's one influencer who we know very well, and girl's down bad. She down bad. And that's your girl, Jaclyn Hill. Jackie, girl, what are you doing?
See, this looks more tolerable, bruh. You know what I'm saying? The other frame, she just look way too intense right now. Like, this how you look all the time, shawty? Like, I'm not saying dim your light. I'm just saying tone that shit down, bruh. Like, I can't imagine looking at this all the time. But I could, you know what I'm saying? This looks much like more natural, I guess. I guess that's the word I was looking for. Natural.
I got two Jackies who were clueless. I had to sit down and talk to the Jackies. So Jaclyn Hill is a little bit different because she, unlike Jackie Aina, who I don't think wants to admit she's losing her audience footing, Jaclyn Hill has come out and said, oh my gosh, what is going on? Like, y'all are not watching my shit no more. What do you want to watch? Blah, 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 blah.
Are complete shit. No one is seeing, like, it's one thing if my engagement is shit, meaning like maybe my views are high, but my comments are low and the likes are low. It's like, okay, so my audience wasn't feeling the vibes of this video. That's fine. But I'm talking like when you have 1 million followers, but your videos are only getting 30,000 views, this is just not the way it used to be. Like,
only 30,000? Man, I guess relative to the 1 million subscribers, that is low. But when you really think about only 30,000? Like, I only made $30,000 today. I only had 30,000 people watch my video. But
And her audience is saying, hey girl, hey, we're tired of the lifestyle vlogs. We're tired of the luxury lifestyle vlogs. It's not relatable. Like, they have literally flat out said it
Why aren't the poor people watching me be rich?
in the comments over and over again. And it just goes, whoop, it's like straight over her head. And literally the next video she'll post is about a new purse that she brought. What are you not registering? Okay? Did being rich...
See, this is what I'm talking about.
What are you not registering? Okay?
Why we need this big, long table, bro? Do we have guests coming over? Do we have a team? Are we about to do some team building? Like, why do we need all these chairs and this long-ass table if it's just me and you here? Or if it's just you here? Like, what the fuck, man?
Did being rich cause you to lose all, functionality, critical thinking? Jaclyn Hill falls in the same category as Jackie Aina. They were both born around the same time in the YouTube space, the beauty influencer YouTube space. They both became incredibly successful and were able to build brands outside of YouTube, which is ultimately everyone's goal, right? And she did the same thing Jackie Aina did, as a lot of them did. They switched to the luxury lifestyle vlogs because we're looking at our favorites live the best life that they can live. And at that time, they were still giving us a little bit of value because they were giving us some products, they were showing some makeup tutorials. And then you see them slowly get away from that, where they just embarked upon just only short form content, reels showing their life and the lavish lifestyle they live. And we were watching it until it hits a point where you literally, like, we're in a recession, which I don't know why they won't call it a recession, but we are, but they're still doing these luxury lifestyle vlogs and their views fall off and they just think we're haters or they don't understand.
You're open. I'm listening. I'm reading your comments. You guys are saying that, like, you're sick of
Let a hoe know.
the influencer era. You're sick of the shit. You're sick of the luxury. And
Basically, the only thing that she's been consistently saying is add value. You know what I'm saying? Just add value. Add some type of value. That's all people are drawn to, is actual value. What can I get from this? What can I learn from this? What can I take from this, bro? You know what I'm saying?
so my question to you guys is, like, what is it that you want to see? Like,
Or they're just like, what do you guys want to see? Do you want to see me go to 10 more islands? You know, you want to see me to go on private jets and all these influencer events? No, we don't want to see that. We don't. How about you show us maybe a problem you got? That's the thing. It's so inauthentic, and that is where content is going now. Just point blank period, luxury lifestyle is out. It's out. I said it, it's done. It had its time, it had its moment. RIP. We want real talk. We want to be seen, not aspirational content that makes us feel like we're left behind. The people who are doing well right now are the ones still in their room talking to their audience and not performing in a penthouse. I'm just gonna call it that if you cannot have a real conversation with your audience, if you cannot be vulnerable, then you are not gonna make it in the new era of content. It is shifting, it is changing. But I have a feeling that will just go over both of y'all's heads and you won't listen and you won't care and you will continue to show your lifestyle, which you have every right to do, but just know your lifestyle has turned into a flaunt and your audience that helped raise you and grew up with you, we're leaving. So I will ask you guys this: are you watching content that fills you up, or are you quietly watching content that makes you feel like you're not enough?
I think content depends on what point of the day it's like. If you're, passively watching something like while you're driving, you probably listening to something where they talking about something substantial or valuable. But if you're at home, like cleaning or cooking or even trying to go to sleep, you probably watching something like that's not anything that you really have to pay close attention to. It's not as intense or intentional. It's probably something like Family Guy. Like if you read the comments, it'll say like, "Good night, everybody, sweet dreams," or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I think it depends on what point of the day that you're consuming content. But I ain't gonna lie, bro. This the type of woman that I would love to have, bro. Brown skin, beautiful, articulate, creative, has a good sense of humor and maturity, a good level of understanding. And this is not me glazing her, just her archetype, right? Like, this is the type of woman that I honestly believe I could take serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments, man. They're out of touch and most of the products are paid for anyways. They turn into salespeople. That was the thing. I've been feeling like this for a few years now. At some point, it's beyond aspirational and it's just kind of flaunting. Thanks for giving the normie, not rich perspective. But two, like, this is also the goal, though, to create this content, to be heard, to create a lifestyle from it, to get sponsored, to have brands come, to have opportunities come to you and pay you because now you're valuable to them. They could tap into your network and use that as another extension to sell their product or their service. Isn't that the goal? To create value? But I understand the point she's making as well, is to not lose touch, to still create value to the people that supported you from the beginning as well. But look, man, y'all like the video. LIKE, like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all be safe. I'm out. Bruh, you recording?
There's some real shit going on outside. And we in here talking about bullshit.